From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent.
Mr. President, please, just one question for French TV and the RM deal. Just one question, please.
You signed the deal?
You signed the deal?
the MOU?
It's signed, yeah.
Signed?
I signed it in Versailles.
Why?
I signed it.
President Donald Trump confirms to a French reporter last night that he had in fact signed the Memorandum of Understanding between the U.S. and Iran as he departed from the Palace of Versailles. The president reportedly signed the memorandum just before dinner at the palace with French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife. Footage and reporting courtesy of the AP. President Trump threatened Iran with attacks if they violate the terms of the memorandum, saying, quote, "We're going to bomb the hell out of them if they violate the agreement." According to Reuters, Iranian officials who have confirmed the Memorandum of Understanding has been in effect since yesterday did not respond to the president's new round of threats, instead celebrating the moment, releasing photographs of what is believed to be the first agreement signed by both a U.S. and Iranian president since the Islamic Republic's founding in 1979. Everything we sought to achieve through military action, we obtained several times over through negotiation. It was not even comparable, Iran's lead negotiator Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf told state television about the Memorandum of Understanding, which includes the unfreezing of billions of dollars in Iranian assets. Israel, not included in the memorandum, appeared to put the peace efforts in jeopardy today as the country's military continued to attack southern Lebanon. Lebanon's national news agency reports an Israeli drone attack today on a car near the town of Kfar Tebnit killed one person and seriously wounded another. A strike carried out by an Israeli drone in the town of Beit Yahun in the Nabatea Governorate has wounded 2 people, the news agency said. At a briefing yesterday at the United Nations headquarters in New York City, Stefan Dujarric, spokesperson for UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, announced that the organization's peacekeepers have observed continued, quote, extensive Israeli military action in southern Lebanon, despite a, quote, reduction in the intensity of hostilities in the area of operations. He added, quote, "This includes high-density armored movements, large-scale engineering and demolition works, and sustained logistical traffic across the area." On Wednesday, between midnight and 4 p.m. local time, UN staff recorded 26 Israeli violations of Lebanese airspace, along with 1 air attack. The UN forces also reported a violation of, quote, Lebanon's maritime space by 2 Israeli military vessels conducting a patrol roughly 600 meters off the shores of Nakora in southern Lebanon. Speaking at the G7 conference in Evian, France yesterday, President Trump was critical of the way that Israel has been pursuing its war against Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon. Footage courtesy of the AP.
I think they could do better with respect to Hezbollah. I'm not saying they shouldn't protect themselves. I'm saying when 2 drones are shot into the desert and drop harmlessly, you don't have to knock down buildings in Beirut. They could behave better. And frankly, they could do a better job. I love them as a partner. They were terrific. But they could do a much better job with Hezbollah. On that, I don't think they're doing well. And I feel very bad for Lebanon.
According to a report from UNICEF released yesterday, since hostilities escalated between Israel and Hezbollah militants in southern Lebanon on March 2nd, as part of the U.S. and Israel's war in Iran, which began 3 days earlier, 247 children have been killed and 992 children injured, an average of 12 children killed or maimed every day, according to the agency. More than 3,800 people have been killed by Israeli strikes in Lebanon as part of the U.S. and Israel's war in Iran, according to the country's health ministry. According to NPR, Israel says Hezbollah attacks have killed 2 civilians in Israel. The Pentagon reports that 13 service members have been killed and 415 wounded as the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran enters its 111th day. The Interior Department said on Wednesday that it would pay the energy developer Invenergy $765 million to cancel 4 more projects to build wind farms in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. According to the New York Times, this is the 3rd deal struck by the Trump administration to cancel offshore wind leases at a combined cost for taxpayers of roughly $2.5 billion. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines. For the Pacifica Network, I'm Jesse Lent.